brothers and a bro fist to you all. This is the Preach. Well, it's not Preach anymore because he's dead. The mouse have ate him in the garage, so it's just me. I'm going to read you a drama time story on the quest for breasticles. What do you think?
I like that you literally read one line and got put off.
Well, I could read it. Look.
No.
Hello, Ghosty and
There are
Preacher.
rules.
These
to the drama
rules.
story.
Ow, my ears.
There you go. Off you go. Go on. You did well. You did well for the first drama story. They liked your songs? I don't think they did like your songs. I did like that you tried to read the story and went, breasticles? Maybe not. 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10. Yeah, you did really well then, Em. I thought you did a solid job. Solid job. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Yes, I wouldn't leave you alone with Emma for drama time. I wouldn't do that. But welcome, everybody. And a bro fist to you wonderful people. For a Friday is finally here and we can have our drama chill out and have all kinds of good fun. Yes, indeed. And what a great week it's been. Playing all kinds of different games this week. And of course, we're only a week away from the Nintendo Switch arrival and our Breath of the Wild stream. And our Horizon Zero Dawn streams are all coming up. We've got all that kinds of stuff coming on. So it's fucking busy as balls. You got me a subscriber.
Somewhere out there.
Thank you. Thank you
That
very
one.
much. Thank you,
Can
everybody.
have that one.
Cheers.
Can have that
Cheers. I claimed him 13 months ago. But still, good game. Good game.
What do you mean?
It's all good. And on top of that, we've had all the 7-2 drama, which, of course, you guys probably all know about right now. But do you know about the targeted legendaries? Do you know? Do you know of the targeted legendaries? Do you know of the targeted legendaries? And of course, this week hasn't been without my own non-existent drama, but still, the effort the chat has made to make it into a drama is that I've had to move my mage to a separate raid team. What? Just kill me now. Just kill me now. What? Don't even care, mate. Don't even care, mate. Not even asked. Yeah, you can. They surprisingly borrowed a system from Diablo 3. I know. I'm as shocked as you. We already knew that since yesterday. Since yesterday. That is old, man. That is old. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They borrowed a system from Diablo 3. Good God, good God, good God. Good God almighty. It's so shameful. So shameful. Not really. Totally expected. Oh, crap. I don't have my mouse. Hold on. Mouse in the house. Alright, we're golden. Psh, not even gonna try, mate. Not even gonna try. You gotta collect your nether shards, boys. You gotta collect your nether shards so you can get some fancy targeted Legos. Fancy targeted Legos. All good stuff. Anyway, it's not why you're here right now. So I've got some stories lined up in front of me. Some of you sent some whopping great big stories. And somebody tried to write scammers on us, guys. Not just on me, on you as well. Sending a part of a story and then saying, let me know if you want me to write the rest. Bro, come on. Let's not play games, shall we? Let's not play games. When I'm going through the drama stories, I'd rather not have to, like, affirm whether you should bother writing it or not. It would be nice if I didn't have to do that. Yeah, let's not do that, right? Let's not do that. Let's just send the story in and see what happens from there, right? Let's do that. Let's do that as well. That would be easy enough. That'd be easy enough. All right, then. So I have stories in front of me. I have The Quest for Titties. It is called that. The Lessons Learned. How I Lost My Best Friend of Virginity Because of Pokemon Go. Oh, Pokemon Go. And Stupid Warlock, Hidden Ninja. Stupid Warlock, Hidden Ninja. So we're going to go, before we get to the Pokemon Go one, which I know you're all waiting for, we're going to go with Stupid Warlock, Hidden Ninja. Yeah, Pokemon Go shenanigans. Stupid Warlock, Hidden Ninja. Pokemon Go! Please do the Pokemon Go one. We flick over to the wonderful Patreons. All excited for that next big video. We're having a lot of trouble. You know what's been really weird about the latest big video? How hard it is for people to let us have a swimming pool to ourselves for 20 minutes. We only want 20 minutes. We only want 20 minutes. And Emma's been like, I thought she was slacking, but she's told me she's tried so many places who will just not let us use a swimming pool. So we might have to default to a plan B there, which really, really sucks. Right then. Lyri, you can be our feral druid. Yeah. Lyri could be our feral druid. A warrior tank. Who shall be Sinclair. Yeah. Sinclair. I know, we'll have to default to a different plan, I think, for that one. Because we're just waiting to produce the video, but obviously we need these clips. Otherwise, our story doesn't make sense, which is sad. And we need that. Swagamus.
Can I just tell you something?
Are you going to tell me about the swimming pool?
No, I'm going to tell you that I just had an email come through from said discount website. And it says, things your boyfriend would never know you need.
This is about a £700 handbag, Emma.
It's not. It's not. Just for any guys out there, if you've got girls and you don't know what they need, this is your list. Some £9 cheap shit earrings. A Michael Kors watch in rose gold, which is alright. A £20 handbag, don't even bother.
Wow, you are so up your own ass.
Wait for this. A rock soft rainbow bullet vibe and lube.
That sounds interesting.
I'm not sure.
Is that for butt stuff? It's for butt stuff.
Dildo.
Yeah, it's for butt stuff. A bullet vibe's a vibrator.
How do you know?
Because it's called a bullet vibe and it's shaped like a dick.
Oh.
We use the internet for a living.
Yeah,
But that's little.
I know. Yes!
Hey.
Hey. I know. Alright, go away. Thanks for showing me the rainbow. Why would you want a rainbow
Wait.
vibrator? No. I've got a show to do. Go on.
Oh.
Go on. Thanks for showing us the vibrator. Go on. But that's little. You know it. Winning. We're winning. Right, so we've got Lyri, Sinclair, Swaggins, Burkholder, and Luo. All good, man. All good. Alright then. Stupid Warlock, Hidden Ninja. Go away. You just stood around in the camera. God dag, preacher, och, ghost.
Namaste.
That's good day, preacher, and ghost in my native tongue, Swedish.
A swee.
A swee.
Nice.
A swee. Now, with the initial use of purple and pink, I'm thinking lady. Yeah? Yeah? Swee lady. First, I want to thank you for reading my story of the Greek warrior. I am, in fact, not Greek, which you presumed, and so did your chat. What have I told you guys about presuming? I'm actually Swedish, which some people did guess. I was laughing at you reading my story until I started crying after hearing it all come back again. In fact, I'm pretty new to Drama Time, watching a lot of them, so I decided to get on with my next story. This story takes place years later, during the time of Wrath of the Lich King. It's a real story. A story of some really, really stupid people and some really, really mean people. I'm looking at you guys. At the time, me and my friend were playing on Some Realm. We moved to Some Realm for two reasons. Reason one, we heard that it was the server where the recording of Tales of the Past took place, and therefore, it must be a server with a good community. Can confirm, I'm on Taran Mill, best community you can find. The absolute best. It's a dream. Anywhere where there's a YouTuber or a streamer is definitely affecting the entire realm. Can confirm 100%. Especially when your guild takes up most of the realm. Pretty good. Reason two. After our old guild broke up in TBC, we found ourselves in a dead realm and had to go somewhere. Playing on this server was a bit like being a part of the Big Brother reality show. There were the hardcore, serious players of the realm who had their own website. And sadly, Blizzard had to take it down because it was full of copyrighted stuff. It was our server's home. With this very website, they had forums, real-life pictures of other people on the realm, world PvP community events, and the infamous name and shame section. Do you remember those? Remember those back in the day? Where we had entire lists of people? Every realm had one. You had to be pretty old school. To remember the name and shame list, but if you had the name and shame list, that was some shit. You know what I remembered yesterday? Who could be with me here? Who can be with me here? Whoever had a raid leader that was from like Sweden or from Germany, and they had the German client, and every time they linked loot that just dropped in a raid boss, it would be in their native language, and you didn't know what had dropped. That used to happen. My Molten Core team was Serbian. I can't remember what their client language was in, but it was not in English, and I never knew what dropped. It was really fucking irritating. Anyway, if you got caught doing something fishy by the wrong people, your name was going to be on the name and shame list. And do you want to be on that? The server blacklist was a pretty bad situation. I didn't think that happened anymore. Because it translated it into whatever your client was. Anyway, we had they had people listed for everything from being racists, sexist, bigots, to ninja looting of greens in instance groups. And at the time, it was not uncommon to have your name called out in trade chat if you were looking for more people for a group. We had it since the days of vanilla and been coming to terms that they were not the most honest of people in the game. In fact, we knew that we were douchebags. But hey, we needed people to do our bidding so we could get gear. None of us really were into being in a guild unless we had officer spots. Which is why we were in a small guild with only people that we knew in real life. That's right. Unless I'm guild master, I'm not joining the guild. Not happening. Back in Vanilla and the Burning Crusade, we used to be in guilds with much bigger packs of friends. But as time moves on, so did our friends from WoW. We didn't have enough people to raid 10-man. But this was the days of Wrath. And the pugs had been going strong. With the exception of gear score. Gear score became something so major. It very much was mandatory check before joining a decent pug, unless you made the group yourself, like I did. My friends had been level 80 for a little longer than me. And Leary had already gotten better gear, since he had done, wait for it, heroic Vault of the Archivon. Oh yeah. That's 25 man, y'all. It's 25. That's not 10 man. It's not a joke. That's 25 man, y'all. And he had killed Sartharian. He told me, with all his experience, that Sartharian was the most colossal fuck-up Blizzard had ever done. So, whatever you think was the worst raid boss in history, you're wrong. It was Sartharian. And it was just a room full of badly pixelated black dragons. Yeah, Sartharian. When I hit 80, we ran some heroics. Like the Oculus, where I don't know why, Preacher. And the chat can freely admit to being the same as well. I could not grasp how those dragons worked. It's 3 buttons. There are 3 buttons on those dragons. 3 buttons. But day by day, we made it to reset. Now, we were going in to our first Nax Pug. It was great. If you consider downing the spider and plague wings before breaking the raid up, great. Although I didn't get any loot, we did manage to get the safety dance achievement. We didn't even try for it, it just happened. Like a good sign from the loot gods. Leary did get some loot. He got his shoulder tokens from Lower Theb. Yeah. Don't even have that many keys on my keyboard. 3 buttons, come on man. How many raids fell apart just like with those 3 buttons? Oh, Terran Gorfiend, how do I Ice Lance and Nova? I remember how cool it was. Seeing Nax and all its bosses for the first time. Because you can imagine I didn't see them in vanilla. But now I was playing my Warlock. And my friend was that one rare breed of feral DPS. He would look up rotations, get good, use bleeds and savage roars to great effect. It was not uncommon that many people were surprised at him being in the top 3 to 5 DPS. Asking how he had done this with a feral druid. After a few weeks, though, the grind for gear got boring. It took so much longer than we thought it would to get full epics. Besides, the two of us were in a full epic race with the others in our little friend guild, as it would surely indicate that whoever got there first was the better player. So in one of our VOA runs, the valorous Dreamwalker leg guards for Druid dropped. Leary stared in awe at the item, telling me how much he wanted them. Casting his dices quicker than usual, typing /roll 1 to 100, he miserably failed to win them against the only other druid, Sinclair, who was a feral tank, and on top of that, he did roll 100. F for Leary. He moaned over Skype, telling me how bad Sinclair had been at tanking. He never was very specific about what exactly Sinclair had done to be so bad. But who was I to question him about how druids worked? Who am I? I took some deep breaths as the group were waiting for the looting to resume. And I then piped up. I proceeded to explain to the group just how bad Sinclair was and how greedy he was for rolling on the DPS legs. I knew full well that druids only had one set for feral, but I had to make sure that Leary got the loot he deserved. Realizing that this was going to make me look like a complete twat, but hopefully not like a full-scale ninja looter. I told Sinclair, those legs, bro, they have agility and crit. You're the tank. Why would you want DPS legs? The short moments after I explained this in the raid chat seemed so much longer than it must have actually been. It was the calm before the storm. Are you joking? Sinclair asked. But then a random mage in blues that none of us knew spoke up. Yeah, mate, fuck off, you greedy bear. Those legs are for fucking someone else, he said. And after him, more and more people started to join in, saying that he was an arsehole for trying to take the clearly DPS legs for druids. More and more they started to burn Sinclair. All the while, Leary just casually linked the damage meters. I couldn't believe it. Were people this stupid? Are we actually going to get away with this? I would have felt sorry for Sinclair if it was not for so busy laughing at how people were doing my job for me. I gave my friend the new shiny epic leggings, finished up the rest of the looting, and we were off. Now, look, before chat judges me, I know that we were doing something wrong. But it was a long shot. And when people joined in thinking that I was correct, we just couldn't stop laughing. It has been in our good memories ever since. To arsehole, I agree. Motherfucker. You can't manipulate a pug group. It's too easy. It's especially if you give them a target. Just watch at Scenarius when someone pulls that trash. I've seen so many people kicked for that little thing. So many people kicked for it. So, the vault was done for the week. It was time for Sartharian. We joined forces with Leary's friend, a true gentleman of a protection warrior, Swaggins. Sadly, I don't remember how the run went so much in detail, but I remember that it sucked. I was so annoyed during the run, people were standing in fire, getting hit by the wave, attacking the wrong targets, our healers couldn't keep up, but people were just dying. But somehow we made it, and a while later, we were looting again. When my friend, the kind-hearted, gorgeous, feral DPS Leary, who once made sure I was to have Zin Rock on my warrior, saw the fury of the 5 flights. He didn't even ask nicely. He just said, now you're going to make me talk Swedish, and this is bullshit, so I'm going to try. You ready, Swedes? I'm sorry. Jag ska ha den där! Jag ska ha den där! Nailed it? Did I nail it? Come on. Nailed it, right? Which translated from Swedish to English means, I'm going to have that one. 5 out of 7? Alright. Nailed it. Yeah, that was pretty close. That was close enough. Alright, as an American, that sounded perfect. 10 out of 10. Alright. I imagined my friend as Anakin Skywalker, staring at the computer screen, seeing a way to save his Padme through the powers of this very trinket. To buy some time for myself, I first made sure to roll the glove token for hunters, shaman and warriors. People rolled, and in the end, a hunter whose bow was broken from not repairing won the token. Great success. Oh well, I thought as we moved on to the trinket. This is my IRL mate asking me to flat out ninja for him. A few hours ago, in VOA at least, it was my call to pretend to not know any better. But hey, if he's going to have the trinket and we're going to get known as jerks on the realm, at least I'm going to have something for it. So I gave him the trinket and took everything else myself, with the exception of the dragon hide bag, which I gave to Swaggins. Totally not thinking of the fact that if we were going to ninja this loot, then maybe I should have given the first token to Swaggins first. Needless to say, Swaggins did ask me about it afterwards. If you're gonna ninja me, why didn't you ninja me the fucking gloves, you dick? And I took it upon myself to compensate him for my inability to think. So I crafted him the armor-plated combat shotgun and gave it to him for free. After all, he was from the same small guild of friends of us. And he was also going to be dragged into our reputation as being a ninja. You can imagine that people weren't exactly happy about it. And we were sure to keep an eye at the realm list of blacklisters. Our names soon popped up in the name and shame thread, and we became known as a full guild of ninjas. And so our time as pug leaders had come to an end. Now, we would have been here before, and we had already been talking about moving to an RP PvP server, as they were more relaxed and light-hearted compared to our realm, with its Gestapo-like community. Right, see, you had me. Well, you didn't have me because you were dickheads and you were ninjaing, right? But you'd done the classic fuck-up, right, of being dicks, taking things from other people, throwing that poor fucking tank druid under the bus, right? Then fucking over everyone else out there, and then turn around and say, well, the fucking realm's the problem, mate. It's Gestapo-like. Why can't I spam all this racist slurs in Twitch chat? Nazi mods, right? Nazi mods. People at RP PvP servers appreciated lore, world PvP way more in our experience. Besides, we had been playing on an RP PvP before. An unknown return could only mean good times were ahead for us. But if we were gonna jump ship again, I was not done. Because I had my Paladin alt. The Paladin I've had since Vanilla, who appeared slightly in my older story. I never joined a guild with my Paladin, as we mainly just pugged. He was unknown on the server community. A sleeper agent, one might say. So I put together another Sartharian group. This time it went easy. We quickly blitzkrieged Sartharian and his dragons into the ground. And so it was time to the loot. I was playing Holy Spec at the time, and it seemed as the light was with me. So much healer and paladin loot dropped. Embracing the douchebag and falling to the dark side, I knew all this loot was going to be mine. And like a virus feeding and drawing power from itself, I became the Dark Lord of the loot table. You just stole Sartharian loot. Dark Lord of the loot table. Bro, let's not get a little ahead of ourselves. The Dark Lord of the loot tables, Andy.
What the fuck is that?
He's a ninja looter. No, let me take it back. He's a Dark Lord of the loot tables.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's a good one,
I like it. It was time, as the loot table opened, it was time to reveal myself. Well, guys, now the funny part. I told them that yes, it was me all along, and I'm ninja looting all of this. Thanks. Hilariously enough, he did include a screenshot of this going on. Now, I don't know if I can link it. But what's really interesting about this is that everybody, once he said the name of who he was, you must have been a pretty famous ninja looter, honestly. You must have. You must have been, well, infamous, I think would be the more appropriate term. But everybody knew exactly who he was when it happened. So you included the screenshot. So I'm going with my gut instinct that if you sent me a picture, it's because you want me to show it. That makes sense, right? Andy?
Sorry, mate.
It makes sense that if you sent me a picture, he wants me to show it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there you go. So, the funny part is that I am he, the Warlock. And everybody knew who it was. Look, what the fuck? Ha, oh no. Ha, oh my god, right? In fact, no one really got salty until this guy, Restylane, who was like, oh my god. Oh my god, shit. Oh my god, no. It's him, the Warlock. Welcome to the band list, mate. Well played, sir. Well played. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is sad, said Restylane. This is sad. F for Restylane, because that was Paladin loot that could have been his, man. That was Paladin loot that could have been his. But no, it was gone. Well played, sir. I don't know how you become the Dark Lord of loot tables. You must have been very well known. This is... Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. This was a long time ago, guys. A very long time. I'm sure he's over the Sartharian loot by now. I hope. Well, we hope, don't we? We hope he's over it. Yeah, sounds like a bit of a git to me too. Sounds like, but if we didn't have gits, we wouldn't have drama time at all. It just wouldn't happen. Right. Who didn't we have? Burkala and Luo. Okay, so we can keep those guys in. Bop. Okay. So we need two and a girl. We need a lady. We need a lady. Where's my girls at? I'm gonna go and guess that this is a lady, and I don't know if you guys can follow as to why I think this is a lady. But there you go. There you go. All right. Everybody here played Pokemon Go? Everybody here has played Pokemon Go, I assume, right? I'm guessing out of all of us here, I'm the only one who hasn't. Although I've seen Andy play it a lot. So, yeah. Everyone knows about Pokemon Go. I think we're safe here. I think we're safe here. All right, then. Hello, Preaching Ghosty.
Howdy!
Howdy.
Yeah.
All right.
I mix it up every time, mate. It's my thing, all right?
Fair
Get
enough.
off my dick.
Nope, haven't tried it yet. We know what it is, though, right? We know what it is. I'm sending one huge hairy knuckle bro fist from Czech Republic, mate. Pokemon Go, Czech Republic. Now, according to Porn, that just means guaranteed poon on the streets. I've been a fan of yours for many years, and because Drama always gave me tons of juicy LOLs, I decided to share my story. I hope you'll enjoy it, even though it does not have Cave Spider ERP or Fred's Tree. Remember that woman who was fucking spider eggs?
Go away.
Bring that back.
No.
I want more of that. More of it. We haven't had a juicy ERP story for a while. I remember we stopped doing them. We need to bring some back. We need some real filth. My story proves that people are crazy even without the shroud of internet anonymity. I miss the spider porn RP dramas. Me too. It's not in PDF, but hey, it's not Notepad either. Okay. It was the beginning of the summer holidays 2016, and my life sucked hard. I was recently, rather unceremoniously, rejected by my longtime crush in front of most of my friends. You took a dice roll though, son. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. You took a gamble in front of other people. You rolled the dice. Take that up. Strong, son. Strong. It's all good, man. Which left me quite depressed and humiliated. Don't be sad. Getting turned down's okay. Me and Andy have been recently browsing Reddit cringe pics and Reddit Tinder. And let me tell you, it's all good. Happens a lot. In addition to that, Most of my friends went away for a few weeks to enjoy the holidays, so I was left all alone. Heartbroken, with nothing to do. I was spending my days mainly drinking cheap wine and watching Drama Time to cheer myself up. I was there for you, man, in your time of need. Yeah, I was there for you, dude. I was all over it. Nights were much better, though. Those were spent with Burkalla. Driving around our city and countryside in his car, watching videos and talking about things. You know, just bro talk. Nothing too serious. Why did you get in your car to watch videos? I knew that lad since I was 3 and he was 6. Those night drives helped me a lot, mainly because I could finally let go of my former crush, Double Gay. After a week or so, I was feeling better, but I still lacked something to aim for. Little did I know that on one sunny July morning, I was going to get exactly that. I was browsing through the good book, and there I saw a status from a guy I knew through Magic the Gathering. It was simply a link and one sentence. It's on. It's on. Naturally, I was curious, so I clicked that link. It took me to a site where I could download Pokémon Go. Few minutes later, I had it installed on my phone and went out on my Pokemon journey to catch them all. With all the determination of a 10-year-old Ash Ketchum. I came back like an hour later because the shit drains battery like crazy. Can confirm Andy bought a mobile battery. Didn't you? Yes, you did.
I bought it for the family for extended trips and holidays, not for Pokemon Go. How dare you?
It just seemed to coincide your purchase with the release of Pokemon Go.
That, my friend, was a coincidence. I trust you won't shade me again.
No, the determination of a 10-year-old Ash Ketchum. That couldn't stop me, though. I got to the city, bought a power bank. I bet the sales of power banks went through the roof when Pokemon Go came out.
Power banks?
Yeah, mobile batteries.
Oh, mate,
yeah.
When we went to Piccadilly Gardens on the first release and people were like locusts, every person had one.
Yeah, I bet. We should have invested then. I bought a power bank with the biggest capacity I could find, and my game was fucking on. Servers were laggy and crashing constantly, probably because they were supposed to be for Australia and I was playing from Central Europe, but that got fixed quickly with official release of the area, so I could enjoy catching those fucking Pidgeys without constant distractions. At the time, I was proudly holding all gyms in at least a 4K radius around my house for Team Mystic. Yes. Burkalla was also Team Mystic. He started playing only a day after me and was gripped even more than I was. So now I was a Pokemon's trainer and taking that career very seriously. I'm not joking around here. You guys are fucking around on the game. This is me. This is what I'm all about. Walking around on my own, hatching eggs, getting gyms and catching every Pokemon in sight during the day, and then driving around with Burkalla during the night doing the same. It didn't take long for us to discover how Lures works. What more, we also found a spot near our town square where 4 Pokestops were close enough to put Lures on all 4 of them. That's 4 Lures, Holmes.
In Piccadilly Gardens, mate.
Quadro.
Sat in the
middle, Quadro Lures, Quadro Stops. Over 40 people gathered there every afternoon and did not leave until the Pokemons were done. We slowly got to know most of the regular lore crew and even started to talk with some of them, including Luo. Luau stood out quite a bit. Fat guy, ridiculous neck beard, fedora non-stop on his head, talking about his soon-to-be pro StarCraft career and or pro LoL career. He also played WoW and was raiding some progress. And so on and so on. Basically. No, fuck off. No, you... Judgmental, mate. Being judgmental. Stop it. I didn't enjoy that personality trait of his, but when he wasn't boasting about what an awesome pro gamer he was, he seemed like an okay dude. He even used to go to the same school I'm he even used to the same school I'm visiting currently. He goes to the same school I'm at currently. So shit-talking asshole teachers became our common topic. And from that, our conversation quickly evolved into friendly small talk. That was when Bacala had to take night shifts for 2 weeks. Fuck. Because his co-worker got ill. So Luo became my go-to law bro. We used to talk about various things, ranging from games to personal lives, and that was when he mentioned that Pokemon Go helped him cope with the end of a 3 years long relationship. And that'll come important later. Hey. It looks like Pokemon Go was literally the safe haven of a lot of recently single fellas. And we're talking everybody from non-gamers to pro StarCraft players. Yeah? All the way. All the way. I know, 2 weeks of no Pokemon Go? Fuck that. So much for the introduction. Now we're getting to the really interesting stuff. After probably like 2 weeks, I noticed one other regular attendant of our law sessions. A really nice girl. Always standing away from others, especially Luau. Aww. No, I don't go near him. He can stay over there. He stays over there. I stay over here. Sometimes she would even stand behind a corner. Or more ridiculously, I once saw her hiding behind a flower pot. Luo noticed her and said something in the lines of, "Why is she always standing like that? I think I should approach her. I could really use a girl, if you know what I mean." Luo's going in for the kill, boys. He's getting... It's not. He's going in for the flower... He's got his flower pot game is strong. You don't know. Swipe left. Swipe. Boop, boop, boop. Red alert. No, he's going in. He's going in. He knows a lot about flower pots. So he's played Plants vs. Zombies. He's going to tell her all about it. It's going to be swag. It's going to be well good. That is not a statement I would approve of. But I didn't give a shit at the time, so I just smiled and said, "If you think you have a chance, then okay." I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Well, Luo stood up. He went behind the flower pot. And in a few minutes, he was back with that girl. "Hi, I'm Oathnip," she said. I introduced myself and immediately addressed the giant elephant in the room. "Why are you hiding behind a flower pot?" I've got to know. Like, I know we should be polite. It's our first meeting. I don't want to make a bad first impression, but a flower pot, though? Like, that's a little weird, don't you think? She said that she was very shy and didn't want to talk to people. I responded with, "Well, that didn't work out too well, did it?"
You gotta put an icebreaker in there, mate.
He broke the ice.
How?
He broke those ice. We started to rock, spit game about Pokemon. Why the hell was she team fucking yellow shit I don't even remember the name of? And from there, the small talk continued. The next day, she came directly to our group. Pokemagnetism, mate. And we talked more and more. I bet she's got a fucking Charizard. And I've got my fucking Squirtle all lined up.
You know what you should do, mate? Why don't you take off all them clothes and let me get a Pikachu?
Boom. The conversation slowly started to be between just me and her, unintentionally excluding Luo. Unintentionally, of course. It was just suddenly excluding him. But he seemed like he had no problem with it. Then one day, not even Luo turned up, so it was only us two talking, away from other people. We started getting close. Unfortunately, she had to go home early. But she made the first step and asked me to join her on the good book. I mean, at this point, in the bag or what, boys?
On the table.
Isn't it? Isn't it? We're basically just getting the rackets out. It's table tennis. I slowly started to think that this could possibly grow into something more than just a friendship. Roughly during the second week of August, Mine and Bacala's family had planned a week-long vacation together in a nice spa city, half a republic away from home. I was excited. A week of catching Pokemon away with my best friend. You're going to a spa weekend? And that's your thought? Dude. What could go wrong? It was there the first part of our shitstorm would begin. We arrived, got a room with Bacala, and immediately went out Pokemon catching. In the evening, I was chatting with Oathnip on the good book as usual. We even started to plan to go out alone together. She then told me that she was sitting next to Luo and that he looked down. Uh-oh. Little did I know that he was reading over her shoulder our entire conversation. And suddenly a message from Luo popped up on my screen. What follows is a word-for-word translation of our short conversation with Luo from that instance. I've included screenshots for confirmation. Alright. I might need you here, Andy. Can you do a neckbeard voice for me?
For what, mate?
Alright. You're going to be this guy. He's called Luo.
Johnny.
No. Luo. This is why you don't do drama time. He's so bad at it.
I was giving it a fake name. You don't even say that.
Alright. Conversation time. You ready?
So I'm the fucking neckbeard.
Yeah.
God, my eyes are ballsed. Right, I got it. Am I starting off, mate?
Yep.
Why don't you text me, fucking jerk?
Followed by...
Angry cat emoji. Can I go and get that thing?
Go get what you
Just
need.
for the rest of this script. Is that it? Or do you
No,
need
it
more?
keeps going. It
Oh,
keeps
right,
going.
1 second. I'm going to need something.
Alright, he needs a prop. We're both tired. It's been a long week.
Milady.
Alright. Mate, do you have some problem, though?
Well, I wouldn't have if you tried to steal my girl. I need to push this second chin right up.
Question mark? Steal your girl?
I mean, there's spam about you going out together, gallivanting.
So what? We want to catch some Lapras?
It's a rare one, mate.
Oh, is that a
It's
Pokemon?
good, yeah.
So what if we go out together? We just want to catch some Lapras, mate.
So I'm right. You're trying to steal my girl.
No. No, I'm not.
Just tell the truth.
What truth?
Speak.
What do you want me to say?
What do I want you to say? I'll tell you what I want you to say.
Oh my god, more pro.
Now, boy, are you trying to bang her or not?
Well, I'm not. This is the worst reply ever, though. I'm not that experienced enough to say. I don't know if I'm trying to bang her. I've never done it before.
You knew I wanted her. I told you first.
The flower pot instant. I know you wanted to bang her, but she can pick who she wants, right?
You know I was joking.
It's just jokes, mate.
I just have really bad taste in friends. All right then. You won't see me again. I won't stand in your way.
I don't know what you're on about. You've got one more line. And then you've got the final deletion.
Nothing! You fucking cunt!
And then, in the ultimate finisher, Luo deleted our author from Facebook.
Hurt my neck, mate.
Worth.
Choking like a bitch.
Worth. Oh, Luo thought she was in the bag. I mean, he made the flower pot play.
Went for the plays.
He went for the plays and he got left out. Oh, man. All sad. Well, I didn't expect any of this. Did he seriously think that she was his girlfriend because he talked to her first? I was glad that he would leave her alone, though. Only later did it get to her that he actually demanded. that he demanded that she chooses either me or him. And when Oathnip told him that it was none of his business, he started to shit talk me to everyone we both knew. I didn't care for Luo. I explained the situation to Bacala, and we both laughed at how Luo was a little bit absurd. In fact, claiming her because he saw her first. Then Bacala asked me if he could add Oathnip on Facebook. Of course, it was not going to be anything serious, but if she was going to be my girlfriend, then we should all be friends. The week went by quickly and we returned home. The very next day, I and Oathnip were out for our Lapras. Our Lapras hunt. I didn't exactly think of it as a date, but I was still surprised when Bacala asked if he could come along. I said sure, why not? He was also chatting with Oathnip and she told me. However, she felt a bit uncomfortable chatting with him. I still gave zero shits about that, so I told her if she didn't like talking to Bacala, she should stop talking to him. Hey! Idea. You don't like talking to him, right? So
Right.
don't.
Bombshell.
Science.
Nice.
Science the fuck out of
Synergy.
it. It was a beautiful sunny day. First I met up with Oathnip, we hugged, and then Bacala came. We went to park, lay in the grass near a law, holding hands while catching Pokemon. Bacala did mostly mind his own business, but he still joined our conversation from time to time. After sunset, we moved to a river in the park and sat there. Bacala went away to catch a Charmeleon, I think it was, but we remained there. I put my hand on her thigh.
Oh shit. That's 8th base achieved. Ah! Magic the Gathering!
And she just smiled and laid her head on my shoulder. He's gonna
Head in
be.
his lap.
I tell you what, he's gonna be fucking swiping stamps in a minute.
That's what I
You
mean,
know what I'm
mate.
saying? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be full postal. It was at that moment Bacala decided to fuck everything up. At first he started to text her. I didn't mind at the time, but later I got to know that he was telling her that I'm too cuddly. And I don't act manly enough.
Who said that to who?
His mate started. You know what this is? You've had this happen to you. And I've been there. This has happened to you. You were walking with your girl
Yeah.
while somebody was walking 20 yards ahead,
Oh, I know what you mean,
texting
yeah.
her back, telling her that you were shit. All the while, lol. This is what's happening.
We know how that finished, don't we?
We did.
He got fucked off, and I got a blowjob.
Correct. Oh god, I've seen this happen live and it's fucking funny. It's well funny. Okay. Too cuddly. Yeah, girls hate cuddles. Gay. What are you cuddling me for? Funny. Alright, where was we? He was too cuddly. There it is. That I don't act like a normal man. That I'm dishonest to her and so on and so on. She didn't pay much attention to him. And when he came back, we decided to all go to the town hall square and drop some more laws. Bacala went straight there while me and Oathnip stopped in a smaller park along the way, where we finally completely were alone. And while Oathnip's phone was still showing messages from Bacala, I didn't care. Though I was nervous. I was convinced that this could grow into my first relationship. I decided to kiss Oathnip. I need a proper zoom on this. It's like this.
Don't do this. Oh my god. I don't know whether to throw up or just admit the fact I have an erection.
And so I did. At first, we were both nervous. But then we eased up and it was quite enjoyable.
Oh man, can you imagine that? Like stiff lips.
I imagine they're both doing their first kiss.
Like stiff lips. Oh god.
Like in her ear and her eye.
You did that awkward, like, I'm getting a kiss here, lads. Teenage.
Oh yeah, do not be under any illusion here. The girl is as amateur at this as the lad. Don't be under any illusions. This is like a first for both of them. She's hiding behind flower pots, right? Let's just
Pants though.
no.
That makes foreshadowing for later. That is where she wants him to bang her.
You've got to be careful of super quiet girls. Now she's hiding behind flower pots. You take her to the bedroom. She whips out a 12-inch butt plug, 8 different varieties of handcuffs, and a sex swing.
And a glow-in-the-dark lube.
She gives you a tail and some cat ears and says, "Let's do this." And you're like, "This got
She gives
weird."
you a HJ, an AJ.
A ZJ.
What's
Don't
a
ask.
ZJ?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yes!
All right, so we're having the first kiss. We sat there, hugging, kissing, smiling, and talking for around 10 minutes when Bacala suddenly appeared, saying, "Where are you? Laws are up." Giving exactly 0 shits about what was just happening there. Cock blocked, mate. Cock blocked. We were both shocked, so we just stood up and went with him in very awkward silence. That silence prevailed on the laws for like an hour. What was even worse was that Luo was there with his new group of friends and kept staring at us.
Team hat tip.
I could feel that stare of his and that neckbeard too. He's staring at me and his neckbeard's staring at me. They're both staring at me. Oldnip then said that she should go home because of her parents. I said to Bacala that I'll walk with her to the tram station and come on back. On the way, Othnip told me that actually her parents aren't even home. Whoa, strong plays coming in here. This is it. Fucking cat ears, tail, sex swing. We're good. Her parents aren't even home and she just wanted to get away from Bacala's... no, from Luo's uncomfortable staring. But also that she is tired and is going to go home anyway. Fuck me. I just wanted to tell them my parents aren't even home. Oh, really? But I'm going home alone anyway. Bastard. Fucking bastard.
Mate, that is the quickest escalation and de-escalation of a boner of all time.
Oh, that's a one shot. Wipe it. Go again. What a roller coaster of emotions I was having. I rode the tram with her, hoping, gotta hope. If you don't go away, maybe you're still in with a chance.
There's a name for that, mate. It's called rape.
Whoa, I don't think that's free. I don't think riding the tram comes into that.
No, if she says no, right,
just don't leave.
Maybe it's still on the table.
That's just guy hope. That's just guy hope. You know it is. How many times have we walked girls miles sometimes just
to get a peck on the cheek?
To get a peck on the
Not
cheek.
Me, mate.
I have. I've done it.
Walked a miles for a beach at the door.
A beach at the door. I'll be quiet. Your dad won't hear nothing. We're all hoping. We're all hoping. Just. It's not over until she's literally locked the door. There's still a chance.
It's not over until you're in handcuffs.
It's not over. I'm not endorsing anything horrible here. I'm just saying that as lads, we hope. We hope and we pray together. We stand in unity. I rode the tram with her home. So anyway, many a man's guilty of that. Many a man. It was on the other end of the city than where I lived, but I didn't care. See, it's like an hour-long fucking tram ride. Hope. We got to her doorstep and she said, "Well, the next tram isn't here for an hour. Do you want to come upstairs for a tea or something?" Worth! Yes!
For a tea? I thought she was a girl.
So?
Kids don't do tea and coffee.
She's a girl who
Big
has...
story.
She's a flower pot girl. Yeah, it's not over until you've had to jerk off.
Yeah, good point. Do you know what? That is the final line.
That is when it's over. There might be a text message, a change of heart as you're leaving.
That's it.
It could be anything.
And when you're speaking about it with your mate, did you go home and jerk off? I've not jerked off. Hey, then there's still a chance.
Still in with a chance. All right, we're having tea, boys. It was right then and there, the moment I was preparing for since my early puberty, remembering that in a pocket of my bag was a pack of condoms. I said sure. This is so retardedly true. Oh my god, can I relate to this so much face? Yes! Yes, I want the tea. I won't bother you with details of what we did, but I didn't get home that night, and the condoms were open. He opened the pack. He opened his pack, and it wasn't for a posh wank. It wasn't for a posh
They've all
wank.
been there as well.
It wasn't for a posh wank. Great success. See?
Great success.
There, we're in with a chance.
Fancy a bum.
Fuck off, right? Fuck off. Also, Oathnip wasn't as shy in those things as she was around meeting new people.
Called it.
Fucking called it, and I
Called
did
it,
not
mate.
read that ahead of time.
That is
These
it.
quiet girls, boys, you gotta
Classy
watch out for them, man.
Classy bitch.
You know what it is? A lot of these quiet girls have seen a lot more porn than your average outgoing lass.
That's it, but they put their little spin on it, mate, like the classic pinky up as the jerking you.
Ain't no mission. She's never even seen Missionary.
No, actually, balls.
Never even seen Mission. Never even heard of it.
It's not in her sexual vocabulary.
All the things she's checked online, at no point Missionary was involved.
No way.
No,
No way.
no. If
She
anything,
knows, mate. She
No.
knows the most things that boys find attractive in girls, what they put behind their ears, the legs.
you're triggering the girls now.
Straight down.
The girls are getting pissed here.
Pile driving.
Now-
Butt stuff.
Now, Preacher, you must understand that there are lots and lots of bad Pokemon puns I could have used here. Why did I pick this one? I don't know. All you need to know is that my Gyarados got to know her cloister.
Wow.
And yes, it was the first time that I had dipped the wick.
Yeah, very much so.
After finishing the deed, we went to sleep, and I woke up the following morning, made pancakes on the bad foot, mate. Just got baited.
Shit.
Should have stayed in bed, arms up around his head, and went, breakfast. Breakfast. Whoa, man.
Do you make it? Look at all the people in the chat with the girls' names. Shut up, Ghost. The secrets are out, bitches!
Triggered. It's like, it's not even his house. Who's making breakfast? It's someone else's house. No one. Ain't no one. He brought condoms. Where were her condoms? Was she on the pill? All these questions are important. We need to find some answers. We had breakfast in bed, shared a shower. Good pancakes. Good pancakes.
I like the shower sex. Instant clean.
Better be a decent sized shower though. Can be tricky otherwise.
Fun though.
Always fun. Always fun. And you don't have to have a shower after, which is 2 for 1. It's 2 for 1.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. At noon, I departed. On my way home, I answered all of Bacala's messages from last night with a simple, got tired, went home, everything seemed wonderful. Why? Why didn't you go? Spent the night with Oathnip. Sorry I missed your messages. Then just set a picture of your open condom packet.
She's making me pancakes because last night I was making her cream pies. LOL.
We should have dropped the fucking audio.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I just played it. Okay. But then it went wrong. Everything was wonderful for a mere 2 days. I noticed that Bacala talked to me less and less. And what bothered me more was that Oathnip did too.
What? What did I miss?
Okay, so they met up.
Right.
They did the deed a couple of times at least.
Yeah.
He made breakfast. And then
Her house.
at her house. And then she stopped talking to him.
Because he's a cook.
It was the breakfast.
It was the breakfast.
It was the breakfast. You should have made
That
breakfast.
was it.
You didn't alpha the shit out of the
You should have
situation.
demanded she made breakfast. What the shit is this? The 2 factors. 1, it's her house. 2, she's a woman.
What did you do wrong? You made breakfast. You told you. Why don't you guys listen to us? You made breakfast. Don't do that. If ideally, go and take a shit.
Yeah, assert that dominance. What are you doing? Taking a shit.
Taking a shit and shouting through the house. Got any magazines? Then the 26th of the 8th, 2016, it came. Wow.
She didn't. Way!
I went out with Oathnip. We talked, but she seemed unnerved. I asked her what was wrong. I got the classic, nothing. So I hoped she would tell me later. She did not. And we went that afternoon in complete silence. I felt horrible, as if I'd done something really bad without even knowing. She went home alone, and then a message from Bacala popped up on my phone. It was the dreaded "we have to talk." What followed was a long conversation about him essentially accusing me of being a hypocrite and an asshole because Oathnip should have gone out with Luo. White knighting! Interesting move, Cotton.
Let's see if it plays off.
He's white knighting the neckbeard. He's coming straight out. That's out of left field. Did not see that coming. He also told me that I was a jerk and that I was setting Oathnip against him before he even knew her. However, he still didn't know that I had been with Oathnip, or even that I was at her home. And here is part of the chat translated to illustrate.
You alright?
I had a hiccup. Bacala, so you don't plan to confess that you're acting dishonestly to get yourself noticed by Oathnip? Well, I'm not acting dishonestly, so no, I'm not. Alright then, this conversation is meaningless. You are a stubborn jerk, mate. I think you're intelligent enough to realise the difference between hypocrisy and acting according to situation. Your behaviour is definitely hypocrisy. I'm not going to argue about whether I'm dishonest hypocrite or not, because I know I'm not. Think about me whatever you want. It's not exactly going to tear my veins apart if you think I'm a hypocrite. I know it's not going to tear your veins out. I just want you to act normal. I act according to the situation, same as everyone else. If you have a problem with how I act, then I don't really care. We both think you're dishonest, me and Oathnip, so we're probably right. Plus there's that thing that you did to Luo. What the fuck? So truth is conditional to number of people who think so? That's consensus, y'all. Jesus, and what did I do to Luo? I would love to know.
Quick one. I'm going to get off because Steve's not well. I'm going to go and pick her up.
Peace.
I'll see you later, guys.
See ya. He brought a girl into our group. That gives him first chance. You started to talk to her and you're trying to get with her. That's pretty arseholish thing to do, you know. Especially when you know he's coping with a breakup. Oh, so you agree with agree with the "I saw the girl first, so she's mine forever" attitude? This isn't fucking kindergarten. The world doesn't work that way. And if no one thought Luau that, then it was time that I did so. Taught it's supposed to be. No one taught Luau that, then it was time I did so. It's fucking awful what you're trying to get a girl only because someone else is trying to do the same. Oh, of course, I was trying to get Oathnip only because Luau wanted her. You got me red-handed. That is exactly how it happened. Bravo, fucking Sherlock. Think at least a little bit about what you're saying. As you might notice then, chat, I'm slowly losing my patience over the course of the conversation. And then the bomb came. The text message from Oathnip. I think we should end whatever it is between us. It was a mistake. I really don't approve of what you did to Luo. Oh! We can stay friends if you apologise to him. Also, be careful of what you tell Bacala. I'm sitting next to him. He's a really nice guy. He helps me get over the stuff that happened with you. He played the White Knight game and he might move in, but is he friend zone? Everything fell in place. I felt like I was a character in a bad soap opera. The thing was that Bacala developed a crush on Oathnip ever since he saw her on Facebook. He was carefully sending her against me the whole time and then he dropped the bomb. The case of Luo. Oathnip later told me what he told her through chat. I felt broken, betrayed by my lifelong best friend. He was trying to exchange our friendship for a lady. I was also furious. So the chat with Bacala went on. You should think about what you're causing here, mate. Are you trying to say that you ever did for a girl what Luo did? What you ever did for a girl what Luo did for Oathnip? That you helped her get over phobia of talking to people and got her to find new friends? Really? I did a lot of things for girls, but nothing this important. You knew that Luo had problems after his breakup. You knew that Oathnip was helping him to let go. And then you come and steal her. The last thing he had left. And you're calling yourself a friend, mate? And now you're surprised because he's angry with you? Really? I'm surprised he didn't kill you immediately. If you did something like that to me, I would probably smash your mouth with a crowbar. Because decent people don't do such things. I wouldn't do what you did to my worst enemy. And you said that you and Luo are friends. So I replied, 1, I never said that. It takes more than a few talks and laws for me to consider someone a friend. 2, I didn't take from him the last thing or whatever. I dated a girl he knew for a week. Also, he told me that he just wanted to bang her. 4, if I should kill every man who is trying to be with a girl I like, then half the city would die. 5, not even a fucking breakup gives him the right to point to a girl and say, she's now mine. 6, I'm not surprised he's angry with me. I'm just saying that Oathnip is not his property, and he shouldn't throw a tantrum because she chose someone else. But whatever. Believe what you want, I don't care. Tell everyone I'm an arsehole and a hypocrite. I know I'm none of these things, and my friends do too. I'm done with all of you. And I meant that. I was betrayed by the girl who thought they liked me, my best friend. I was done with them. I didn't want to see them again. So in the fury, I text Oathnip. I'm not apologising for something I didn't do. And if that means we're no longer nothing, not even friends, I don't care. Why would you say that? Well, Bacala told you that I'm dishonest arsehole hypocrite and you believed him. You also apparently think that I'm on purpose trying to ruin Luo's life. Whatever, I'll be better for you not talking to me ever again. What? I stopped talking to Luo because of you, and this is how you thank me? If that's your wish, then bye. I never said you should stop talking to Luo. He didn't want me to talk with you. He was right. You don't want to talk to me, so bye. Anyway, I don't get what I did. What did I do to you? You did nothing. But I don't need to be with people who think I'm a lying arsehole. And do I think that? Well, I didn't know about it. Bacala told me that you both think so. That's great. I didn't even really get to know you, and I think such things about you. Bacala said that he doesn't like you when you act dishonestly, so I told him he should tell that to you. Anyway, at first I thought you were a nice guy, so I didn't even know what hypocrite he was talking about. But now it seems he's right. Even if not about hypocrites, then about you being an asshole. And then suddenly Bacala came back into it. You're a faggot, mate. Of course. You stopped talking with Oathnip and you're trying to send her against me just because I saw your lies? Seriously? No. No lies. Stop talking to me and leave me alone. The 26th of the 8th, 2016 was the last day that I played Pokemon Go. It was the last day that I talked to Oathnip, even though I saw her once since then. We didn't even say hello to each other. On that day, I lost my friend, but in the end, I'm glad I did. I'm glad he showed me how easily he was willing to forsake our friendship for a lady. My assumption of that was doing all that just to get Oathnip himself was right, because on the 30th of August, another message came from him. It said, I found a thematic song about me and Oathnip, plus a link to a horrible Czech song about a guy falling in love with a girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey mate, I found this song that describes me and Oathnip to a T, sends boy's own love song. And I reply with, oh well, who's the hypocrite now? You're actually the one stealing Luo's girl. He replied with, Luo doesn't want her anymore, or at least I think so. I don't understand it anyway. I just said, fuck off. It was the last time I talked to him. He tried to call me once, but I didn't answer the phone. Our mothers still meet, though. My mother once mentioned that his mother said he was a girlfriend named Oathnip. He met at a Pokemon hunt, and if I knew her. Replying with, I know her very well, was tempting. But I said that I saw her a few times, and that's all. But I will get my revenge one day, and to my knowledge, he's still blissfully unaware of what happened that one night with Oathnip. And as luck would have it, she actually was willing to be, you know, open about it. Let's say. The end. Doesn't matter, had sex. Did you hear all that?
No.
Oh my god, it was like Twilight.
Should I take the kids for tea?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back tomorrow night with the web show. Web show tomorrow.
Web show tomorrow.
Web show tomorrow. Web show tomorrow. Yes, definitely Podbean.
Tomorrow.
A lot of emotionally underdeveloped people dealing with emotional things.
I don't feel emotional.
You stone cold dead inside.
Is there any miniature truck builders in the stream?
Get lost. Laters, and have a great weekend if you're not going to see us tomorrow. Mwah. I know, it was fucking painful when I go poo.
Mwah. Mwah.
Have a great weekend, guys, if we don't see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you at the web show.